Alright, so hopefully you guys are coming from my past video of the pre-workout and what the best pre-workout is. So, this is the part 2 of what is the best protein powder. So I'm going to organize these really quick and I'm going to break down everything about the best protein powder. Alright, so before I made this video, I actually looked over all the labels, all the ingredients, and this was my starting pre-workout, or protein powder. Still stuck on the last video. So this is my starting protein powder, and looking back on it, I'm looking at the ingredients, and there's red 40, yellow 6, blue 1, and yellow 5. So that is 4 really toxic chemicals for your body in a protein powder. So yeah, I'm starting off with the worst protein powder I've ever bought and ever have. So if you're a newbie in the gym and you're looking at this, you're like, oh, you know, Ghost makes some good stuff, you know, looks pretty good. 130 calories, 25 grams protein, 2 grams of added sugar, you know, that looks okay. And then you look at the ingredient label and it's absolutely the worst thing you've ever seen. So don't buy this. Now we're gonna go to one of the second pre-workouts, or protein powder, Jesus. So one of the second protein powder I have ever bought, and I got a little smarter here because we got the Whey Tech, which is basically whey protein. Nothing to complain about this. I was looking at the ingredients, I was pretty shocked. There is some xanthal gum, a little bit of artificial flavors, sunflower lectin. So overall, really good protein powder. Would I say it's the best? Absolutely not. Would I say it's the worst? Absolutely not. Really good. Now we're gonna go into when I thought I was smart and bought some vegan protein powder, and I'll show you guys really quick. Sort of figured out pretty early that it tastes like absolute shit. Vegan protein powder is not good for you, and it also tastes horrible. So anytime you look at an ingredient label and you are looking at the protein and it says whey protein or it says pea protein, the whey protein is good. Pea protein, absolutely horrible for you. It's not even real protein. It's artificial bullshit that they put into a protein powder and sell to young kids because they think the kids are smart and they want to buy some vegan stuff and they heard vegan was good. Vegan's not good for you. Eat your meat, eat your eggs, eat your cheese, drink your milk. Don't drink this. I'm throwing this into the video. I'm going to do really quick. This is not a protein powder. This is a carb gain, which you should drink with your protein powder because carbs are important. If you're cutting, carbs are still important because you either need to eat fats or carbs, and I kind of prefer carbs. I kind of prefer to be a little full. Now, if you're going to a show, a bodybuilding show, obviously you're cutting out carbs and fats because you're going to have no energy. You want to be absolutely peeled. But if you want to be like 10% body fat, carbs are the way to go. You need extra little calories on your bulk. 240 calories for half a cup. This is really good for bulking, okay for cutting. Now we are going into the top tier. So we have Axe and Sledge, which actually Axe and Sledge was one of my first pre-workout. It was my first pre-workout. It was the, what was it called? The Slurpee flavor. So if you're coming from my last video, Bucked Up was not my first. Slurpee, Axe and Hedge was. So not only does this taste absolutely delicious, there's almost nothing to complain about it. 22 grams protein, 100 calories, it's an isolate, which I'll explain later, and the only thing I have to complain about this is the xanthal gum. That's all. The ingredients are absolutely phenomenal. It's a grass-fed whey, which makes it even better. Only thing I complain about is the price. It's a little pricey for how many servings there is, 30 servings. I think it was around $65 I got on discount. But overall, this is a really good protein powder. I really recommend this one. Now, we're going to one of the OGs. We got the ISO 100. So this is the cheap boy protein, because this is one of the cheapest, best protein powders you can get. 120 calories, 25 grams of protein. Only thing to complain about literally is the last ingredient on the list, which is sucralose, and that is debatable because myself, sucralose is kind of a but most of you guys don't care about sucralose. This is one of the best protein powders you can buy on a budget. So if you don't got enough money, ISO 100. Alright, now we're going to one of the protein powders that I bought recently and I finished recently. So The only thing to complain about this is the xanthal gum and sucralose, which is the last on the ingredient list. This is a whey protein isolate, which I'm going to explain after I finish the next 3 proteins. So this has 130 calories. It has 25 grams of protein, and the ingredients look really good. So it's got 2 types of whey, which is whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate, which basically is just saying it's whey protein, which is pretty lean. So this overall was very expensive. It was like the axe and sledge over here, but this is a really good protein powder. So if money doesn't matter for you, I'd recommend this, and I'd recommend this one, and I'd recommend the next one I'm about to show you guys. So this is the Rich Boy protein. This has a whole lot of amino acids. It's got the alanine, arginine. I'm not going to read all these. It's literally, I'll show you guys. You guys can pause it right there. It'll focus up. All right, so this is 130 calories, 25 grams of protein. Ingredients. You guys ready? Whey protein concentrate, sunflower lectin. 2 ingredients in this whole thing. This is probably the healthiest protein powder you can buy in the market, and it is called grass-fed whey protein by Levels. Healthiest protein powder you can get on the market. If you're cutting for a show, anything, like if you need to be super lean and you need some protein in, this is your go-to. No gluten, no soy, no hormones. What more could you ask for in a protein? This is the perfect protein powder. All right, so now we're going to one of my fan favorites and my favorite. So this is a grass-fed protein, no chemical preservatives, micro-filtered. Only thing is the gums in this that I worry about. So 29 grams of protein and 120 calories. That does not sound right. 26 grams of protein, 120 calories. So this thing is absolutely delicious. If you care about taste, I'd say this one. It's made by Sebum, obviously Mr. Olympian, he knows what he's doing. But it is not as good as this protein right here. But if you really care about taste, this is it. And I forgot to mention about this one, this grass-fed, no taste at all. So you could throw this in water and you'll be absolutely fine. Last but not least, grass-fed whey protein by V-Thrive. So this is a Vitamin Shop special, I believe. It's got a lot of amino acids, which is really good, but the ingredients do not look that good. It's got sunflower oil, not good. Xanthal gum, not good. It's got an enzyme blind, which is good, but it contains milk, so if you're lactose intolerant, obviously all of these, if you're lactose intolerant, it contains milk. I don't know what I'm saying about this one. But 25 grams protein, 150 calories. A little on the high end, actually, so it's 20 more calories than usual. I think the raw protein had 25 grams with 120 calories, so it's 30 calories more than usual. So if you're on a super cut, I wouldn't recommend this one. If you really care about taste, wouldn't recommend this one either. I think it's really expensive too. I have no reason. Overall, just a mediocre protein powder. Not a good one to say for the last. I don't know why I did. All right, so what makes a good protein powder? Number 1, protein calorie ratio. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. So let's say you have 100 calories in a protein. You want to have close to 40 grams of protein, which is very unrealistic if you want pure protein, because obviously there's no such thing as pure protein. You have to add other things. You have to add amino acids, things like that. Those calories add up, obviously. So you want to be in the range of around 20 grams of protein per 100 calories. So if you see 100 calories, you want to have 20 grams of protein. You see 120, 130 calories, you want to have around 25, 26 grams of protein. So that is the number 1 on my list. Number 2, the amino acids and the enzyme mix. So the amino acids and the enzyme mix basically going to help you digest the protein better. It's going to help you, if you take it in the morning, it's going to help you boost your mood, boost your energy, stuff like that. Obviously, it's not going to make you not sleep. It's not that powerful. It's not like a pre-workout, but it's going to make you just feel good overall. All right, so the third and the last thing to a good protein powder is low carbs, low fats, and low sugars. That's basically common sense. You don't want to have a fatty, carby, or sugary protein. If you want a really good tasting protein powder and all you care about really is getting a little bit of protein and you don't really care about sugars, go for it. I have no clue what protein powder you should buy because I've never bought a protein powder with sugars in it that is absolutely idiotical. But if you want to look that up, it'll probably taste a little better, but I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're buying a protein powder with lots of sugar. But besides the fact, you don't want to have that much fats. I'm looking at all my proteins right here, and it has less than 2 grams of fat. So if you have anything higher than, let's say, 4 grams of fat, that's not a good protein powder. If you have, looking at the carbs, literally, let's see, I think 10 grams is your maximum. So anything over 10 grams, which I personally love carbs. I think carbs are the greatest thing. I think carbs matter a lot more, not a lot more, but as equal to as protein. If you're not getting any carbs in, what are you doing? You're not going to look full. You're not going to look anything. Carbs on a bulk and carbs on a cut, doesn't matter unless you want to get absolutely peeled. Carbs are good for you. I think that's where I'm going to end it. So quote of the day, carbs are good for you, drink your water.